First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rokak Wadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and a sincere salutation to all you Akim pushing this truth in sincerity. So as you see on your screen, it says the nationwide baby formula shortage is getting worse. Okay? And if you've been up on the news, this is this is everywhere. Okay, they've been reporting on this. So I want to read this article and get a couple scriptures. Lord willing, this will be edifying. Okay, and you can read this whole article when you get a chance. I'm just gonna read some of it. Okay, so it says baby formula is getting even harder to come by at retailers across the U.S. amid a nationwide shortage of one of the most important products for new parents. The shortage is so dire that Republican Senator Tom Cotton of Arkansas on Monday called the situation a national crisis on Twitter. The FDA needs to immediately step up, be transparent, explain how it will get production restarted, and give parents a timeline. And the Biden administration needs to take this seriously, he tweeted. I'm going to jump down. Right here, it says the supply of baby formula was already so constrained that retailers have been limiting the number of products consumers are allowed to purchase in order to preserve their inventories. Drugstore chains Walgreens and CVS Health and department store Target in April put limits on how many baby formula products consumers can purchase at one time. A spokesperson for Walgreens told CBS Money Watch it is limiting customers to 3 infant and toddler formula products per transaction, citing increased demand and various supplier issues. CVS Health also said it has imposed a limit of 3 baby formula products per purchase in stores and online until it can produce sufficient supply from its vendors. And a spokesperson for Target confirmed it has product limitations in place. At Target.com, consumers can only purchase up to 4 pieces of a given baby formula product at a time. Okay. It says here, supply chain snarls. Okay. And when you go into that word snarls, it means to impede. Okay. Supply chain impediments, or, basically you could say related to COVID-19 are contributing to the shortage of formula around the U.S. They include manufacturers having more difficulty procuring key ingredients, packaging hangups, and labor shortages, with those factors combining to affect production and distribution. Okay, so because of the C19, okay, there's a shortage of formula around the U.S. basically. Okay, they cannot get key ingredients for the formula. Okay, there's packaging problems and labor shortages. Okay, all this is backing up the baby formula from being sent out. Okay, it says also, in addition, a major baby formula recall in January exacerbated shortages. All right, so there's also been a recall. Okay, we've been tracking it over time, and it's going up dramatically. We see this category is being affected by economic conditions more dramatically than others, Reich added. Okay. It says here product shortages were further exacerbated in February when Abbott Nutrition issued a widespread recall of its powdered baby formula products following reports of illness among infants who had consumed the baby products. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration last week issued a warning telling consumers not to use any of the recalled products manufactured at Abbott Nutrition's Sturgis, Michigan facility after it found the implant to be unsanitary. Okay? So also Abbott, which is the manufacturer, okay, of baby formula, was basically by the FDA deemed unsanitary. Okay, so they recalled I believe it was three popular brands. You see, so and you can read the rest, but I just wanted to get those key points, man. Baby formula, is in shortage because of basically the C19. The C19 has, um, you know, slowed down a lot of things. Okay, and best believe this is controlled. Okay, you know, this is controlled. Okay, the C19 has put a lot of people out of work, as you already know. It has made a lot of um, goods not be able to come into the U.S. We know that there was a holdup, in the shipping industry, right? They would bring in goods from other places. Okay, we know that. We know the truckers have also, have issues. Okay, so and you add you know, a recall of formula. Okay, and that makes it even worse. You see, so best believe this is all by design. Okay, they've been also reporting that the Biden administration, okay, sanctions against Russia is cutting down the worldwide food supply. Okay, mainly they were saying wheat, um, food, and fertilizer are in shortage, and that's why you go to the store today and you see a lot of food not on the shelf. Okay, and they've also been saying that if you've been hearing in the news, they've been saying that food packaging plants have mysteriously gone up in flames. There's been a lot of accidents. Okay, so there's a famine. There is a controlled famine. Okay, they are orchestrating a famine on the U.S. population. Okay, America is under siege by a corrupt government. Okay, and they do not regard old or young, and that's why you see them messing with the baby formula. All right, so you can read that when you get a chance. I want to get a couple scriptures, Lord willing. This will be edifying. Um, this is the book of Luke 23 and 28. It says, "But Yahushua turning unto them said, Daughters of Jerusalem, weep not for me, but weep for yourselves and for your children." They've been interviewing a lot of parents, okay, and women, okay, because this ultimately affects women, you know. So, daughters of Jerusalem, weep not for me, but weep for yourselves and for your children. Oh, so let me jump up to the 27th verse. This is Luke 23 and 27. "And there followed him a great company of people and of women, which also bewailed and lamented him." Okay, so this was when Yahushua was basically about to go on the cross. Okay, a bunch of people followed, and women, they were basically crying and mourning, okay, for what they were seeing. Yahushua was about to go on the cross. It says, "But Yahushua turning unto them said, Daughters of Jerusalem, weep not for me, but weep for yourselves and for your children. For behold, the days are coming in the which they shall say, Blessed are the barren, and the wombs that never bear, and the paps which never gave suck." Okay, so, the days are coming, and the days the Yahushua was speaking about, he was prophesying are the days of not only of 7 AD back then, but also of the time now, because this is also speaking about 770 AD. Okay, let's see. Let's see, Luke. This is Luke 21 and 20. It says, "And when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh." Okay, and Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. Okay, and back in 70 AD, when Titus besieged Jerusalem, it was before they actually entered. They compassed it with the armies, man. then know that the desolation thereof is nigh. So Yahushua was prophesying of the fall of Jerusalem, but also it was like a foreshadowing of the fall of Jerusalem in these days. Okay, Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. You so-called blacks, Latinos, you Native Americans, you are Jerusalem. You are the Israelites. Okay, and people, men and women. Okay, they're gonna feel themselves being besieged or compassed with armies, so to speak. Okay, so we're in crucial times. This is an orchestrated famine. They're besieging it. This is a tactic of war. All right, so let's let's see. This is Matthew 24:19. It says 15, Matthew 24:15. When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of Daniel the prophet stand in the holy place, whoso readeth, let him understand. Okay, so that abomination desolation is basically speaking about when Titus, the son of the Roman Emperor Vespasian, okay, you know, he sieged Jerusalem. He besieged it. He compassed it. He um, basically, when you look up that word besiege, it means to surround as to force to give up. So they surrounded Jerusalem to basically stop goods from entering and coming out, and that made him go into a famine. So that caused him to basically surrender. That caused him to basically give up. Okay. It says so when you see this, okay, when you see Jerusalem compassed about with armies, just know that it's about to go down. It's about to be desolate, and that's what happened back then. They ultimately they entered Jerusalem and killed everybody. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of people fled as well. It says, then let them which be in Judea flee into the mountains. Let him which is on the housetop not come down to take anything out of his house, neither let him which is in the field return back to take his clothes. And woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. You see? And who is that? That's women. Okay? It says, back in Luke 23:28, but Yahushua turning unto them, said, daughters of Jerusalem, weep not for me, but weep for yourselves and for your children. So he told the women that were following him, hey, don't weep for me, weep for yourselves and weep for your children. For behold, the days are coming in which they shall say, blessed are the barren, right? The sterile, women who can have kids. Okay, it's going to be a blessing to not be able to have kids. Okay, and the wombs that never bear. It's going to be a blessing for women who never had birth, and the paps which never gave suck, meaning the breast. The women who never breastfed. Okay, women that fit those categories. They're going to be blessed. To have a child in this time. In these days that are coming, when through the spirit you could see Jerusalem being besieged, surrounded and forced to give up, you know, it's gonna be, it could be a curse to have a baby, because you'd have to flee, and that's the times that we're coming in. We're gonna have to flee. Okay. It says, let's go back to let's get this one in Luke. It says, Luke 21:21, then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains, and let them which are in the midst of it depart out, and let not them that are in the countries enter therein too. You see, so the time is coming, and it's here. When we're gonna have to flee into the mountains. We're gonna have to depart out of this place. You see, you You know, you ain't gonna be able to if you're from Timbuktu, you ain't gonna be able to go to Timbuktu, but you're gonna want to get the hell out of here. You know what I'm saying? Because when when um when the enemy come in like a flood, you know, hey, it's gonna be time to depart. But it says, "For these be the days of vengeance, that all things that are written may be fulfilled." Okay, for these be the days of vengeance, right? The days of vengeance, man. The Lord is coming. Okay, with a judgment. You see, and you know, when Yahushua prophesied this to the women, um, he said this: "For if they do these things in a green tree, what shall be done in the dry?" You know, and you know, if they did that to Yahushua, man, what do you think they're gonna do to his believers? You know, these Edomites really want to go hard on Israel, and they are. You see these baby formula shortages. This affects who? It affects Jake. Jake is the one having all the babies. You see, and we're dealing with a nation that doesn't regard old or young, so they could care less. They could give a damn. They problem reaction solution. They're sitting back and watching to see what Jake do. All right, but these are the days of vengeance, man. This is Luke 21:23. But woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days, for there shall be great distress in the land and wrath upon this people. You see, and like I said, it's not only speaking about 70 AD, but it's also speaking about um what's coming. Okay, which we see ourselves in those days. Okay, the days of vengeance, man. Jacob's trouble is coming. They're already, um, you know, they're already, short on gas. You know, pumps are being marked. You know, you can't pump gas. You can't get gas here. A lot of food off the shelf. You know, rents going up. Um, America is is under siege. Okay, like 70 AD. You know, and baby formula. This is just another prophecy that's coming to pass, right? It says, "But woe unto them that are with child," right? Woe unto you, all right, that are with child, women that have children. Okay, and these days it's really not a good time to have children and think it's gonna be all crimson and clover, right? And to them that give suck in those days, for there shall be a great distress in the land. Let's look at this word distress.
Strong's G 318. Anagke. Anagke.
What does it say? Calamity, distress, straits. Okay, we'll use that definition. Calamity, distress, straits, right? Straits. Position of difficulty and wrath upon this people. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword and shall be led away captive into all nations, and Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the times of Gentiles be fulfilled. And see, and that's what happened in 70 AD. But the Lord's about to liberate the Israelites from this final captivity. All right. It says Mark 13:17, but woe to them that are with child and to them that give suck in those days, and pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, right? You don't want to be having to leave, you know what I'm saying? Take flight in the winter. It's that word flight.
Strong's G 5437. Fugue. Fugue.
Fleeing, escape. Right, we just read, hey, let's read this back Mark 13:15. And let him that is on the housetop not go down into the house, neither enter therein to take anything out of his house. You see? All right, when when these devils about to roll, hey, don't even go back into your house and get anything. Just take flight, escape, flee. You see? The scriptures say you're not going to cross all the cities of Israel until the Lord comes. So you ain't going to be sojourning too long. When these things happen, the Lord's going to come. But all the steps have been been taken, okay, to basically put Jake in a tough position, and now they're attacking the children. But and just not too long ago they were trying to give the children, they were giving the children, I should say, the juicy juice. Okay, so these devils, they don't give a damn. 19, for in those days shall be affliction, such as was not from the beginning of the creation, which the Most High created unto this time, neither shall be. Okay, and we're coming upon days of affliction that have never been seen. Okay, since the creation. Okay, even unto this time, there's never been a time like what's coming. The affliction, the straits that are coming have never been seen. Okay, it says, and except that Yahweh Bashem Yashai has shortened those days, no flesh should be saved. Right. And as you can see, we're in what? We're Wednesday. You just turn around and it's Friday. Then, if you go to camp Saturday, then what? The weekend ain't nothing. The weekend just goes by like, just evaporates, right? And then you're back at work Monday. The days are literally flying by. Look, we're almost in what? In June 2022. We're at half of the year. Before you turn around, it's already 2023. So the days are being shortened, man, or else no flesh would be saved. This devil would roll and would kill everybody. You see? It says, but for the elect's sake, whom he has chosen, he has shortened the days. Okay? So for the elect's sake, you see, the Yahweh Bashem Yashai is shortening the days. Okay? So just wanted to go into that. Lord willing, it was edifying. Yeah, there's a shortage on formula. Okay, that's why we always tell, you Jakes, especially the women, man. In these days, man, hey, it's not all sweet out here. You see. Hey, don't hey, weep for yourselves, weep for your children. There's a lot of judgment going on, especially on women. So the women of our nation, they got to take heed, and as well as the men. But right now more than ever, if you claim to be following Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, you need to be in the right spirit. Especially you women. Okay. All right, woe unto them that are with child, the 17th verse. You see? Because as you can see, this devil got it on lock. And it's very hard to make it these days. You're just, hoping they don't increase, your bills more and more, because then how we going to make it through? But that's how we're in the last days. These are the signs. These are the things that we need to be looking for. Okay? But the Lord is shortening the days. So, Lord, when this was edifying, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rokakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that roll well, and a sincere salutation to all you Akim and you Aqua that follow in truth and in sincerity. Shalom.